Tiger nut is a highly underrated nut that's abundantly available in Nigeria. It is packed loaded with lots of amazing health benefits and is one sure way to load your body up with all the dietary fiber that it needs. Most people only either know how to just snack on tiger nuts as is or use it to make tiger nut milk. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 different recipes that you can make using this power food that most people call tiger nuts. Now, there are 2 main byproducts of tiger nuts, the chaff and the milk. Most people usually discard the chaff after extracting the milk, but that's where most of the nutritional goodness of tiger nuts is contained. So the very first recipe would be making tiger nut flour using the tiger nut chaff, which will serve as the base for some of the other recipes that we'll be making today. All you have to do is simply place some tiger nuts in a blender and then add some water. Blend until it is completely pureed. Afterwards, bring in a bowl and then pass the blended puree through a fine cloth to extract the milk. Press the cloth firmly so that you're removing as much of the milk as you can from the chaff. You want the chaff as dry as possible. We'll be using the milk as well in some of the recipes that we'll be making later on in this video. So do not discard it, of course. Just bottle it up and store it in the fridge. Apart from the recipes I'm going to be showing you how to make today with the milk, you can also enjoy your tiger nut milk with some coffee, your tea, your cereals, oats, smoothies, and so on, okay? And it's also a great substitute for dairy milk if you are lactose intolerant. Now back to the tiger nut chaff. All I'm going to do now is just dry this. I'm going to transfer it to a tray and then spread it around evenly so that there's no one overlapping each other. Now, there are 2 major methods of drying your tiger nut chaff. You can either use an oven, just set the heat to a low temperature and allow it to dry until it is completely dry. Or if you have an abundant supply of sunlight where you live, you can just place it under the sun and allow it to dry completely. This takes about between 14 hours to 24 hours depending on the intensity of the sun. Now, when it is fully dried, this is exactly what it should look like. To make this into tiger nut flour, all you have to do is just simply place the dry chaff in a dry mill blender or a high-powered blender and then blend until it is very smooth and powdery. The tiger nut flour has a very earthy and flavorful aroma and taste, which makes it very unique and distinct. Now, you can store it up in a jar and then in your pantry for a couple of weeks or in your fridge if you want it to last for much longer. Okay, and that's pretty much how we make the very first recipe, which is tiger nut flour. Let's move over to the second recipe. The second tiger nut recipe is a dessert style treat that's super creamy and delicious and very easy to make as well. For this, you'll be needing the tiger nut milk that we extracted earlier, some cinnamon, honey, and vanilla essence. All you have to do is place a pot on medium heat, then grab the tiger nut milk and pour into the pot. Afterwards, add the vanilla essence, a drizzle of honey to sweeten things up nicely, and then of course some cinnamon to add some extra flavor to this. Afterwards, use a spatula to mix everything together until it is well combined. Now continue to stir this until it thickens up nicely, just like this. This has to be done on very low heat so that you do not scotch the milk, and then you would end up having a consistency just like this without burning the tiger nut milk, okay? Now, when it's all nice, thick, and very creamy, just take it off the heat, allow it to cool down completely, then you can serve in dessert style glass cups. I usually like to top this with any fruit or nut of my choice, and I'd enjoy. You can also place this in the fridge and allow to chill before serving, but note that the consistency will become a lot more pudding-like afterwards, like it will become a whole lot thicker afterwards. But whichever way you choose, just remember to relish every moment of this sweet tiger nut treat, because whichever way is going to turn out amazing, okay? The third tiger nut recipe is a healthy snack recipe, and this time we'll be using the tiger nut flour. For this healthy snack recipe, you'll be needing some oats, honey, bananas, and of course the tiger nut flour. All you have to do is start by peeling up the bananas and then place on a plate. Then using the back of a fork, mash the bananas until they're completely pureed. When the bananas are all pureed, add the oats, the tiger nut flour, and a drizzle of honey. Then mix everything together until it is well combined. Afterwards, scoop out bite-sized chunks and place on a tray that's lined with parchment paper. Then press it down with the back of a spoon and then mold it into your desired shape. Next, just bake this in a 350 degrees preheated oven for about 15 minutes or until it is fully brown. And then take it out of the oven, allow it to cool down completely, because the longer it cools, the firmer your cookies will get. When it is all nicely cool, store in a meal prep container and then in the fridge for up to 2 to 3 weeks. That is if it lasts that long, because I bet you, you will finish it before then. That's how good it tastes, okay? The fourth tiger nut recipe is a no-bake energy ball snack that's perfect for when you want a big energy rush without having to eat a full meal. This is one of my absolute favorite snack recipes, and then for this you'll be needing some oats, coconuts, the tiger nut flour, peanut butter, honey, flax seeds, chia seeds, and of course some tiger nut milk. Place all the ingredients in a food processor. Then cover and blend until it is well combined and smooth. It should look all clumped up after processing, just like this. Now use a scoop to scoop out bite-sized pieces of the mixture and then roll it into a nice round shape using the palm of your hands. And that's how easy it is to make a healthy tiger nut energy ball snack. That's the ideal treat to have when you want to feel very energetic quickly or you want to satisfy a crave. All you do afterwards is just store it in meal prep containers and in the fridge or freezer, and then this lasts for up to a month and even more. The fifth recipe is a tiger nut cake recipe that is healthy, nutritious, and very delicious. You will need some oats flour, tiger nut flour, some baking soda and powder, some cinnamon, nutmeg, eggs, bananas, tiger nut milk, and vanilla essence. Peel the bananas and mash with the back of a fork. Then crack open the eggs and whisk together until it is well combined. Afterwards, add the honey, vanilla essence, and tiger nut milk and mix again to combine. The dry ingredients goes in afterwards. First, you start by adding the tiger nut flour, then the oats, baking powder and soda, and then some salt to taste. Mix everything together again to combine, but be careful not to overmix this batter, okay? Next, pour the batter in a baking pan that's lined with parchment paper or coated with oil. Top the batter with some coconut chips or any toppings of your choice and then bake in a 350 degrees preheated oven for about 30 to 45 minutes or until fully baked. You know that it's fully baked when you insert a toothpick at the center and the toothpick comes out clean. After baking, take it out of the pan and allow it to cool down completely. While it is cooling, let's make a quick creamy topping that's going to go on top of the cake. All you have to do is just add some Greek yogurt to a bowl, followed by some peanut butter, honey, and a tiny drizzle of tiger nut milk. Then whisk everything together to combine. Cut the cake into slices. Then, to serve this, generously slather some of that Greek yogurt goodness on top of each slice to enjoy. Trust me guys, this is the only way you want to serve this tiger nut cake recipe because it literally takes the enjoyment to a whole new level. This is the definition of healthy goodness. Truly, nothing feels better than this, I promise you. And to the final tiger nut recipe, I'm calling on all of my swallow lovers. This one's for you. All you need will be some tiger nut flour and some oats flour and then some water. Bring the water to a rolling boil and then gently add the tiger nut flour while you stir continuously to combine. Then to bring everything together, just add a little bit of the oats flour until it is fully solid. Then mix thoroughly until well mixed. Add a splash of water to the pot, cover and leave to cook for a few minutes. Then open up the pot and then form it together just to make it nice and smooth. Now this tiger nut swallow can be enjoyed just like you enjoy any swallow with any soup of your choice. But remember to mold it very nicely for a neater and eye-appealing presentation. You can find all the ingredients to the 6 tiger nut recipes in the description box down below, just in case you'll be making any one. Now, which of these tiger nut recipes would you be trying out first? Let me know in the comment section down below. My job here is done. I'll see you again next time with another mouth-watering and delicious recipe or recipes. Until then, take care.